Hello, Robbie Wong. Going to play some Historic Best of 3 against Sadie. We have our Mono Red Goblins list. We're going to play first. We're going to keep this to hand. We need some earlier plays, but we can matron into a discount lord, get Muxus going. The elves is pretty quick off the cuff. Okay, swamp. I think I'm matroning for discount lord. Black red with no Luris. That was weird. Krenko highlighted before. Alright, so since we got Krenko, I think I want to get Chieftain. Yeah, it's like a little extra time to process. Like, what does my next turn look? Okay, so just not playing. What does that mean? Okay, let's do this because they can't claim the firstborn, the Krenko. And then we've got Matron here. Of course, they can steal the Matron and then sacrifice, and then I'll lose Krenko. And then we'll curl up into a ball and die. And cry. They have claim. We're sitting there reading Krenko, trying to double check. Rats. So do I block Scrap Heat Scrounger? Yeah, because then maybe they can't sacrifice it. Oof, and they get to reload their hand. Rough. If they attack and I block, yeah. I was gonna say this them keeping Midnight Reaper in play is awesome. Okay, so we Chieftain. We swing in. I trade Chieftain for Midnight Reaper. Hey man, it's going. Yeah, we'll stick this now. If they claim it, whatever, and then we'll get to Muxus. Uh-oh. Yeah, I don't want to trade. We have, if full disclosure, we have not been able to get much airtime off the Plat 4 floor. And we did start playing once the season restarted. So we had posted some really good numbers with Hoogland's Banned Angels list before the season flipped, and then it was like coin flip. You have a gift for me. Thanks. Appreciate it. Yeah, I really, really enjoy Magic a lot. I enjoyed it ever since I started playing back in Revised. Oh, this 1 point on 1 point of damage on tap, or they can make me kill. Take 4. Yeah, I took a really long break in between in college. Didn't really have anybody to play with, and then picked it back up. My cousin and I, Winston, who sometimes co-hosts the show. I think way back in the day, I had this Island Sanctuary Howling Mine mill deck with a bunch of Wrath of Gods. So I think that imprinted a lot of like control. But then as a teacher with not a whole lot of time to play Arena, I need to get my and mostly free to play. I need to get my wins quickly, so I can't really enjoy and sit down the minutia of control versus control, and trying to win 15 wins in a day with control sounds tedious. And then combo, I've recently come to really appreciate combo. So early Robbie was a control player. Oh, this has Death Touch now? Yikes. Alright, let's Muxus. Young Robbie really enjoyed control, because he liked to turtle up. And then modern day Robbie likes combo. And then, this Goblin deck, which is a little bit of everything, it's also really exciting. That's it? It's like the weakest Muxus hit ever. Oh, if I clear my board, I can play this. Yeah, no thanks. As a commander player, I really, really like playing mid-range value style. Like I don't want a cheesy win, and I don't want to lose, but the incremental value and collecting my clues and whatnot. The harmless advantages. I enjoy accruing the harmless advantages. Although to be fair, I haven't played a whole lot of Commander. Scion of the Ur-Dragon. So that's actually a funny story. I didn't really know what Commander was about or even played it a whole bunch. I don't need red mana for anything. I suppose I could cast this. Nah, that's not worth it. So my cousin and I had just recently gotten back in during Rivals of Ixalan. No, just playing Ixalan. We played the very last Ixalan draft in our local game store. And so I started getting really into creating a gauntlet with modern decks. So I would ask the game store if I could have all of the commons and uncommons that people were just throwing away. And so I was grabbing all those, and I noticed in the trash can that there was a pretty big pile of cards that I picked up, and it was the Dragon Commander deck, like the pre-con. And I at first I didn't recognize it, because it wasn't the whole thing either. It wasn't just a pile of 100 cards. It was like 50-ish. And we're mostly dead, right? They don't have a cat yet. All right. I'm not dead yet. And so I'm organizing it, and I was going to turn it into another proxy modern deck so that I could pass through that phase. And the pile of cards I noticed was like dragon after dragon after dragon. I was like, well, that's too convenient. That this random pile of rares and gold cards would be dragons. I started to look it up, and I was like, oh, this is a format called Commander. This is a prefab deck, and I was only missing 60 cards because like most of the 5-colored land base was still there. All right, let's go to game 2. So then I started to collect the rest of the cards, and I had some things in my collection already. So we want the Abrades. We can blow up that stuff. I think that's about it. That really interests me. Two more cuts. Just kind of trim around the edges. So yeah, it's I have one commander deck. It's a Scion of the Ur-Dragon is the commander in the sleeve, but any of the other 5-color dragons I can rotate in and out. And it's not a combo commander deck with the poison counters. I forget the guy's name. It's just any dragon that I can tutor up for 2 mana and then has an activated ability on there is in there. So it's like if I pay 2 and then I get this dragon, I can pyroclasm the board or whatever. So, and I'm a sucker for tribal themed anything. I like tribes. We're playing goblins. So you know what? I will change my earlier answer. Yeah, then I didn't have to choose a color either. It's 5 color, and I remember Google searching how many lands produce all 5 colors of mana, and it's a lot. Like, it's actually a pretty long list. So you're running 5 colors in commanders, not bonkers. All right, we're missing. If we just have one more land. Okay, we'll bottom the extra Muxus. We need to run off more than one land, but I think this is better than our average 5. Yeah, so I have a small group of friends that we play Commander. We haven't gotten together since all of the quarantining and whatnot, but would like to. Thoughtseize. I'm trying to figure out if they... I guess if I'm looking at this, I'd probably take Chieftain. It takes my interaction. Oh, yay! A land. I can technically play Matron. Yikes. Okay, well... That's a thing, right? My cousin, he collects all of the prefab decks, so he's got them organized by box. So if we play, that's kind of nice, being able to play with the even power level. All right, YouTube. I'm Robbie Wong. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. I'll catch you guys on the next one.